CNR, contrast and noise. Again, this is more for CNR is more of a CR than a DR requirement, and it's really self-explanatory. Now, it shows in the 2T hole, but it doesn't really matter because aerospace requires certain things, but not for oil and gas. So what you do, click your contour box up the top, draw a box just inside the 4T, if that's where you let off, click the corresponding color, draw one to the left, the right, and then that is your CNR value. Again, based on code, whatever code you're working towards, this would be go or no go. You don't have enough contrast in the image to see longitudinal cracks. There might be a reason why your CNR is too low and what defect you can't resolve. And then here it gives you your signal, your sigma, your CNR. Where it says 3x3 in aerospace, Boeing and I think Lockheed now has what they call 3x3 pixel matrix in the 1T. So you need to do that. That means you would click this. You would draw your box in the 1T, and then it has to fit. So there's not enough magnification for us to get into that 1T. So this would be outside of that 1T. We would not be able to make that measurement. But that's what that 3x3 is. It's just 3 rows of 3 pixels, which is 9 pixels, 3x3 pixels. Uncheck it. Part of ASME Section 5 is the new code says that they have to have a fresh pixel map at the end of every shift. That does not mean that they need to do a pixel map at the end of every shift. That just means that they have to be able to verify that there's no pixels, bad pixels. So this would not be a very good image because we have dead pixels all over it. I would have to redo the pixel map. But let's just say we don't have that. You can come into your image analysis, pixel map report. You see when this pixel map was. You say get the report. And this is 1,926,000 dead pixels. Now, this is just an example. So this panel is not that. But when you pull this report out, if you see 500,000 pixel problems, then there's a problem with the pixel report. You need to redo the pixel report, or you need to redo the pixel map, because it means that the pixel map was not done correctly. Probably underdone, maybe you undershot it, maybe you overshot it, but that pixel, the bad pixels on these systems from the factory should be less than 500, and in the first year should probably be less than 2,000. I mean, there should not be, over time, yes, you're going to have more and more pixels that have to be corrected, but there should never be a time when you have 1 million pixels on a 3 million pixel panel not working or not performing. If I see this, I know I have to redo it. And I'm not going to go into everything, but clusters are bad. Single pixels, not necessarily, unless it's more than 10%. But I already know this is a bad one, so this is just as an example. But where it says relevant clusters, it says 0. By code, this panel, by cluster, by pixel cluster requirement, it's still approved for use. However, because this number is above 10%, it fails based on just single pixels. And I would save it. And then the next day, I would just make sure that there's no pixels. Now, what we do is, let's say we want to find out, this map is not part of this, but if I want to say mark the pixel, it will mark, see the red line in the bottom left-hand corner? It will mark the pixel, or wherever the problem is, it'll show me where that pixel cluster is. So if you had, and again, you see how it says clusters up here at the top of this, you would have, let's say you had multiple clusters, you can just highlight the cluster and then say mark, and it'll show you where it is. Make sure it's not in your area of interest. One other thing is unsharpness. I hear this a lot. Film CR, DR is all different on sharpness and UG. We have a calculator already built into our software. They put in the information here. They can calculate and they'll know if they're out of code.